Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. This is number 15, and it's when you when you plan an adventure, be flexible, be ready to make changes. Like I say, now this for me, this particular adventure was on the extreme side. Not so much on the physical extreme side. It was, like I say, the idea was I was going to come get me a wife. Okay, now that was the general idea. Okay, now how will I accomplish this? And that's the part that you need to be flexible about, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. After I come here, I saw, well, the weather was nasty, and I was over in Chongqing, and that was because I come in February, and a little cold. And I thought, I say I was living in an apartment. First time I've ever lived in an apartment. And I was a country boy. I don't know nothing about city life, so I had to learn to use an elevator. I had to learn a lot of stuff, and so all that kind of got a little weird. And then I'd meet some gals, and then next thing I know, this gal from over here in Chongqing or Kunming invited me over. And so I'm trying to figure out, and over here the weather was really, really nice. So now weather wasn't an issue. But it did bring to my attention, this is good weather, and I thought, hey. And then I started thinking, okay, now, I'm not looking to get some, when I was 22 years old, got married, our whole lives changed completely. Because we were having kids, and like I say, my wife was from Central America, brought her up to the United States. I was ready to go to Central America, but she thought it would be better if we stayed in the United States. And so, but now this time was the same thing. I'm thinking, hey, I like it here. This is nice. And this particular gal that I was seeing, she already owned a home. She's comfortable in this area. And that started making me think, well, maybe I need to start thinking about maybe live in Oklahoma sometime of the year, and then sometime of the year live in China. So, so here it is, things are changing. And like I say, now we're older, so, our desires are different. We're not looking to reproduce, no kids. We don't need the money. So we're just looking for companionship and what we want to do with this companion. So I started looking at it like that and stuff like that. And then I'm thinking, I really like it here. I really, really like it here. But just like every place, you have to learn the rules. And so then I'm learning the rules. That's what I came here for. The idea was I was planning on staying here 9 months. That'll give me plenty of time to learn the rules, find some sweet thing, and get up some kind of relationship, and then we'll see what happens. That was the idea. And like I say, but through that 9-month period would be learning the rules. And like I say, one of the rules was that I had to learn was they don't like my lifestyle, the government. And so, different governments, different countries got different ways of doing things, so I'll just make some changes. No big deal. And so then I would change and change this and change that. And you can handle change. There's so much change we can handle, and then there's so much change we can't handle. And then so then it just became more and more. And like I say, not knowing the language, that would be a change to most people. Not to me. I'm from Central America. I don't speak Spanish. So not knowing the language is no big deal to me. So some of the changes weren't all that bad. And it sure wasn't any different than what I'm already used to. But I've had to look at things and make changes on what my desires are, what I hope to get accomplished. And like I say, one of the things was if I'm going to be here, I want to work. I want to do something. So I've been looking at starting businesses, what kind of businesses I can get started in. I want to do the Hoi Chi. And so I've been looking at maybe going to a university or somewhere teaching the Hoi Chi. I don't know. I got to learn the rules. All this stuff takes time. That's what the 9 months was all about. So you have to be flexible. If you're going to have an adventure, you need to be flexible. And so that is something that a lot of people don't realize. But then again, they're not going on an adventure. A lot of people are really going on a vacation. I want to get this done. I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, like I say, in a true adventure, it's hard to schedule what you want to get done because of all the obstacles. Because that's what happens in an adventure. You have obstacles. So and that's what makes an adventure, getting through these obstacles. And in my particular case, it changed once I realized, there's quite a bit of rules that I need to be able to adapt to. And one of the hardest rules that I really had a hard time adapting to was travel. Because I get in a car, I can go anywhere I want to go. I can go anywhere I want to, I can do what I want to do, And it's kind of hard to give up my travel freedoms, So that's when I decided, well, maybe China isn't the place for me. In other words, I'm not going to be able to come live here. I can still come visit, but like I say, I'm not going to come live. That's why I started changing, being flexible, change for what I'm trying to get accomplished. And so then I started going more for, okay, I want to get out to the villages. I want to see the villages. I want to get out and see people, meet people, talk to people. I want to learn more about the people themselves. And that's where I started learning the idea about their attitude towards foreigners. And I'm still trying to figure out, well, is that an attitude that's kind of being brainwashed into them, because now I'm getting hate mail, and hate comments and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, why do people, they're going out of their way to dislike me? You don't like the words that I say. You don't like the things that I do. I get that when I was in the United States too. I have people, they call me a liar. They say, you don't do this, you don't do that. I'm just telling you my experiences. I'm not saying, that's the way it's done. I'm just saying I experienced this. Like say, when I talk about Cuba, I got one person that keeps telling me, you're a liar, and I'm, what are you talking about? Why would I lie about stuff like this? I'm just telling you what happens, but then again, I know there are people that have hatred in them. Now, is that hatred really from their heart? Do they really feel that way? Or is this hatred from some of the propaganda that they're fed? Because that's another reason why I came here. And I wanted to see the real China. Because even in the United States, we are spoon-fed hatred. Not so much hatred, but, distrust, and I'm thinking, why do we have to distrust these people? Why? So that's why I wanted to see for myself what's going on. And like I say, so now all I got to do is distinguish what is government and what is the people. Because I get along with people. Governments tend not to like me. Even the United States government doesn't like me. So it's just, So I try to find the truth. I see, and I had somebody say, "Well, it's the facts." Well, it might be the facts, but what's the truth behind the facts? You know what I mean? Well, I had my dog one time. My dog doesn't bite people, unless they need to be bit. And then we took a long motorcycle trip, and we were at this place, and every time somebody would pet my dog on the head, she'd snap at him. She doesn't do that, but that's a fact. She did snap at him. But now the truth behind it was, as we were on the motorcycle, the wind would blow her ears back, and the inside of her ears were sunburned. So every time they would touch her ear, it would hurt, so she'd snap at them. So, just because it's a fact doesn't mean it's the truth. And so that's what I try to look for. I try to look for the truth of what goes on. And I just share my experience. You share my experience with other people's experiences, and you're going to find out the truth lies somewhere in there. I talk about what I do when I'm driving through Mexico and Central America and all this stuff. I tell you, still what happens, Now, why does it happen? I try to tell you the whole story about it. So, the thing is, you need to be flexible because things change, even in an adventure. So be open. Be open because you're going to learn stuff. That's what makes it an adventure. You're going to learn things that you didn't realize were that important. It's the truth. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.